Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stump'D back with another OPTC video, and in today's video we are taking on the face-off mission versus Kaido, or the ranking mission 50 stamina event. Now this event is pretty finicky. Ideally you want as many point boosters as possible, but we have 4 teams in this video for you today. The first team we have is a free-to-play 6+ Lucy team using a friend Luffy Zoro. So I'll slap the time stamps in the description below. There's also a double Luffy Zoro team, a hybrid Luffy Zoro Sabo Koala team, and then finally a Sabo Mask team. So this team basically uses a full red, blue, and green team, so we can satisfy the conditions of Lucy. And like I said, it's actually free to play. I mean, if you want to argue that Lucy's not free to play, I mean, I guess you are sort of right, but I mean, at the same time, they did give him as a free character. So, I mean, if you've been playing for a pretty long time, you've probably got some skulls. You've probably got this guy super evolved, and the rest of the subs are actually free to play. So Akiku is very, very important for stage 3. She helps us roll back our specials, and then Wano Kuni Law is great because he removes the defense up and the damage reduction. You can actually slap on Beppo's support effect if you have that maxed, just to sort of get 1 extra turn of reduction of the threshold, but it's not overly necessary as he has a 3-turn cooldown anyway, so you can actually just stall out these buffs if you really want to, provided you have enough green characters to sort of take down the HP pool of Kaido. The only downside to this team is it is a little bit of RNG at the end with the orb rotation that Lucci gives you, but you can restart the app, as you see me do actually once in this clip. Moving on to stage 4, Kaido could either be red and he will gloom you for 5 turns, or he can be yellow and he will give you 3 turns of attack down. Either way, this team can get through both variations. We are going to stall out 1 hit on this Kaido, just to make sure we've got our cooldown on Rob Lucci. So now that we've got Kaido's health down quite a bit, we're going to drop the Sabo special to get the attack boost. We're going to switch with Luffy Zoro to make sure that we switch into Luffy on the final stage. It's very important to have that Wano orb on the final stage, as it just produces so much extra damage. We did try and keep as many Wano orbs on that stage as possible, but unfortunately, Lucy did not have the damage. Moving into the final stage, we are going to use Akiku's special to remove the debuffs. We're going to use Morley's special to give us the conditional boost. We're going to use our Luffy Zoro, or not ours, but Luffy Zoro special to give us the massive 2.7 times orb boost and a 3 times chain lock. And finally, Rob Lucci special for the 2 times color affinity, as well as just sort of rotating the orbs to make sure we get matching orbs, because he makes them either red, blue, or purple. The only ones that aren't matching are purple. So as long as your red characters have matching orbs, you should be able to take down Kaido no problem. So as you can see, we got 2 in orbs on our red characters, so we are going to reset the app, and we are going to hop back in, and hopefully we get some better orb luck this time. Alright guys, there you go. That's the free-to-play team. If you guys like seeing these free-to-play teams, let me know in the comment section below. And hit the like button for the free-to-play teams. I feel like making free-to-play teams for you guys is a way to go, as I know a lot of players out there aren't pay-to-play. Like I said, though, the only problem with this team is the very low multiplier, as we don't have that many boosted units on the team. The next team we have is a double Luffy, Taro, Zoro, Juro team. This team just absolutely wipes the floor with it. Obviously, this content was built for Luffy, Zoro. So, I mean, yeah. The fact that they make 1 orbs is pretty broken. You don't, like, as you just saw, you don't need to, but having to just works really, really well. They're a lot of fun. I only want Sabo Mask fan, but I'm so glad I pulled these guys. I'm a bit of a Luffy fanboy, so I need every single Luffy. But this team just basically blitzes it really, really well. Has no issues whatsoever. The only thing you do want to sort of focus on is making sure you get the 2.5 times attack boost with Osaba Mask, which is pretty easy to do because you don't actually need to use Wano Kuri's Law special on stage 3. You can just stall it out and get the damage on the 3rd turn, as Luffy Zoro with 1 orbs can just do absurd amounts of damage. Okiku is probably MVP of this content if besides Luffy Zoro. But as you see in the final clip, you don't actually need Luffy Zoro, I guess. I found Okiku to be the MVP of this content, as you need her special twice. She has double special activation. She rerolls specials. She gives you damage reduction. She just does a lot. She does a lot for this team. Great unit. So hopefully you guys farmed her up, because any Kazuna unit is going to be great in the future. So moving on to stage 4, we're going to switch with Luffy Zoro because we got the Despair stage. And we are going to drop our Luffy Zoro special, as moving into the final Kaido, he actually rerolls your specials back by, I think, 4 turns, I think it is. So, yeah. Moving on to the final stage, we have the big boy Kaido himself. He binds you for 5 turns, give you 2 turns paralysis. Make sure you use Osaba Mask special first. That is very, very important before you use Okiku, as Osaba Mask crewmate ability is just ridiculously overpowered, and you need that 4 turns of cooldown to drop it a 2nd time. We're then going to use all the rest of our specials, and we are going to attack in the right order, and Kaido is just going to melt. So that's the Luffy Zoro team for you guys. If you've liked these teams so far, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're feeling stumped and these teams helped you out, any support will be greatly appreciated. Alright guys, so the next team I have for you guys is a hybrid Sabo, Koala and Luffy Zoro team. This team does it quite well, but unfortunately, kind of like the first hybrid team that you saw, it sort of lacks in points. But I mean, if you got very unlucky on this Sugo Fest, and you sort of just pulled either the rare recruits, whether it's Bonkichi, whether it's Carrot, whether it's Usopp, they all work incredibly well for this. So if you do have Sabo, Koala, you can rock a hybrid team using those characters. Morley, again, is very, very good for this content. Unfortunately, he's not boosted, but him being a self-proccing conditional boost with a free Spirit Leader is ridiculously overpowered. I sort of just threw Bonkichi on this team to sort of just have a little bit of extra damage if we verse the yellow variation on stage 4. Carrot is a much better option, but you can use Bonkichi. Alright, so moving into stage 3, we have Blue Kaido again. Again, we are just going to drop a Kiku special, the Wano Kuri Law special, and move on to stage 4. So moving into stage 4, we actually verse the yellow variation, funny enough, so it's kind of good we brought Bonkichi. He will give us the 3 turns of attack down, which you can actually just stall out, to be honest. As long as you got enough HP to cop 1 hit by Kaido, you can stall it out and you'll be fine. But again, Carrot is very good to bring here, as she removes the attack down or despair, but you can just switch with your captains as well to get rid of despair as well. Another really good unit is the treasure map O'Robin. You can whack on the Frankie support ability to reduce the defense on the final stage if you use her special. You can also slap that Frankie onto Luffy Zoro as well. I think I used that in the final clip, so you'll see that on the Sabamas team, but very important to sort of reduce the defense of Kaido at the end, as he just has a monstrous health pool, like an actual monstrous health pool. So we're going to drop Bonkichi's special this turn. We probably should have dropped it last turn, but it is what it is. Just to get that little bit of extra damage to wipe out Kaido. See you later, Kaido, my boy. See you next time. Alright, moving into the final stage, we have the big dog Dragon Kaido again. We do need to stall a little bit. I mean, he has a 4-turn cooldown, which is very nice. We do need to stall a little bit to get Sabo Koala's special. Make sure you're switching into the right character as well. Sabo Koala, you want to switch into Sabo to get the color affinity, and you want to make sure that Luffy has a Wano Orb. You can farm up Wano Orbs in this stage too, and use Morley's special the turn before you want to burst to make sure you have the 2 times conditional boost. Oh, another thing to note on this stage as well, you do want either Bonkichi or Law to be paralyzed, or for the burst turn. You kind of want all of your red units to be free and available to be putting out massive damage. You can just reset the app. We got lucky and we had Bonkichi paralyzed, but you can reset the app to make sure that one of those 2 get paralyzed. Alrighty guys, so that was the hybrid Sabo Koala team, and we're using Luffy Zoro. The final team we have for this video is actually a double Sabamas team. Now, you're probably thinking, why use double Sabamas? He is a blue unit, right? And blue units are weak against green units, but Sabo just being the absolute monster that he is, clears this content ridiculously well. We are going to be using Luffy and Zoro as a sub. We've got Okiku again, we have Carrot, and then we sort of just threw on Bonkachi just for the lulls. But Wano Kuri Law is probably better for this stage, but this team flies through it ridiculously fast. This is probably the team I'm going to be used to be farming it as well. I love Sabo. He's so much fun. His captain action is ridiculously strong. And I've been playing around with Luffy Zoro quite a bit lately, so I do want to give Sabo some love. We actually get the hidden boss, which is Kinemon, on this stage as well, which is a little bit annoying because it kind of stuffs up our run a little bit, because we can't use the captain action on stage 4, but having the 3 times attack boost is quite nice, I guess. You do want to make sure that you use your captain action on stage 4 going into stage 5, purely just to avoid the special rollback. But even still, even with having Kinemon give us the buff and basically just skip stage 4, we still managed to get it done over a couple of turns, because Kaido having that really high cooldown between attacks just helps out quite a bit. Like I said, you could bring Wano Kuni Law over Bonkachi for this stage if you want to get through it a bit quicker. I'm not sure, do they give the same amount of points? If they give the same amount of points, it doesn't really matter. So we would normally move on to stage 4 now, and this is where we'd either use Carrot Special, well, we would use Carrot Special regardless to remove the debuffs, but as you can see, Kinemon just sort of gives us that attack boost and runs away. So cheers, Kinemon, my boy. See you next time. But I'm going to leave you the rest of this clip, guys. This is the Sabo team, so if you liked any of these 4 teams, if any of these 4 teams helped you guys out, if you were feeling stumped, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Any support, like I said, it would be greatly appreciated. And I'll catch you homies in the next one. Lights!